Hi guys, hi beautiful people, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Abby Crystal here and I'm glad to be back on my channel. If you're a new subscriber, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome back as well. Alright, so today's video is going to be my preliminary analysis for Miss Grand International 2024. You guys know that yesterday was the competition, the preliminary competition, and I had a video for yesterday after the competition, but it was copyrighted, guys. Like, after putting in a lot of effort to edit, do a lot of things to make sure that it meets up with the YouTube policies and all, it was still copyrighted, so I had to take down the video. But today is going to be an all-encompassing preliminary analysis. I was also supposed to do a live stream yesterday, but in fact a lot happened, so I said no, today I must film this particular content, just to summarize all that happened in the competition yesterday, and also talk about my possible crown alert and possible crown alert, and of course Nigeria's performance in the preliminary competition. That is all we have for this particular content, so don't touch that dial, keep on watching. So first of all, I'll start with Rosin's performance, Rosin Oji, Miss Grand Nigeria's performance. I would say that in the preliminary competition, Rosin gave a very, very dazzling performance. I would say that in the swimsuit, the evening wear, she performed above average. I was not really a fan of her evening wear because I felt like she would have done more. But the pink looks so good on her. It reminds me of Damilola's evening wear that was Miss Grand 2022. Damilola's evening wear. I'll put a picture on the screen for you guys to see the similarities, the same color and all, but I felt like Damilola's gown was more sophisticated than Rosin's gown. All the same, Rosin gave above average performance. The swimsuit was very okay. I love the fact that she made a lot of twists and turns, and she gave us something different in the swimsuit. Okay, I can't post videos because of copyright, guys. Like, seriously, Grant is showing us Pepe as content creators here in Nigeria. Like, whenever you post anything related to Grant, like, they copyright you. Even when I was posting, when I wanted to post her national costume performance, it was brought down because of copyright. So guys, I'm very, very careful when it comes to Grand. So most times you see me doing live streams talking about it, doing videos talking about it, so you guys please go and watch the preliminary competition, okay, so you guys can understand more of what I'm talking about. So I'll say that Rosin gave a very average performance. Then let's move on to the other African queens. In the African region, I would say that my worst dressed was Angola, with all the razzmatazz that she did. Like, Angola did not really give me that dazzling evening wear performance. I didn't love her evening gown at all. Even the whole entire styling was a no-no for me. In that particular video yesterday, I did my best, or rather my worst to best dressed, but the video was brought down. So guys, I'll have to say it here, okay? I'll have to say everything here in this particular video. So like I said, in that particular video, Angola was my worst dressed because I didn't love her evening gown at all, followed by Egypt. Like, Egypt, I don't understand Egypt in this competition. If you know that you don't want to show yourself, you don't want to show your skin, okay, why come to Miss Grand? Because Miss Grand is all about the body. So going forward, I don't think Egypt should be although they are conservative, that is their own culture, but Miss Grand is all about the body and all. So if you're not showing the skin, you're not showing your body, then what are you doing in Miss Grand, okay? So anyways, Egypt was I think that wasn't that bad, but the swimsuit, of course, she wore a bikini, which I feel like, I don't know if Miss Grand actually, I don't think they would be a fan of that bikini, okay? So anyways, Egypt, I think they've been so consistent in the Miss Grand, but so far so good, they've not really been placing, so I don't see Egypt placing this year. For Angola, I see Angola, I don't know if Angola is going to place this year, I'm not sure. I feel like, Angola might not really place because of that evening wear. Her performance in the evening wear was kind of weak. But in the swimsuit, of course, she gave us that that dramatic twist and turns, okay? Forward, Ivory Coast gave a very, very demure performance. I was not really a fan of her evening wear, but all in all, she performed, and I won't be surprised if she actually makes the top 20. I won't be surprised at all. So Tanzania is another country that I feel like she's going to make the top 20. She has been so consistent in this competition, even in the going from the press conference and all. Tanzania has been a very huge favorite of mine. Even in the swimming competition, she did very well. And I would say that if Tanzania doesn't make the cut, I'll be so surprised. I'll be very surprised. So going forward, we have South Africa. South Africa is another country that I feel like they might make the cut this year. Yeah, their representative has been doing extremely good. She has been consistent. So for South Africa not to place, it will be a huge surprise for me. Let's see what happens, because this year African countries this year are not that strong. So at least I would just have to pick like 3 or 4 countries that might make the cut. Okay, like I said, Angola is 50-50 chance. Egypt might not make the cut. Nigeria, of course, definitely they will make the cut. Ivory Coast, they might make the cut. Tanzania, possibly top 20. I'm looking at Tanzania as one of the top countries from the African region that might make the cut. And also Cameroon might make the cut. But all in all, Cameroon came out very disappointing for me, because I was thinking that she's going to be the front runner, but so far so good. She's not really the front runner in the African region. Yeah, who else that I've not called? Ghana is another country that I feel like she has this model-like body, and I don't think that I don't know. She might make the cut, but because she was the best in evening wear for me, I loved Ghana's gown. Ghana's gown was the best for me from the African region. Yeah, I felt like I'm looking at 3 African countries placing, possibly Nigeria, Tanzania, and Ghana. Those are the 3 countries that I felt like they might place. But Ghana, I don't know. Ghana is still under probability for me. Probably Cameroon might take Ghana's place. I don't know. But for now, I'm looking at Ghana. I'm looking at the 2 sure countries from the African region. Let me not just talk too much. Is Nigeria and Tanzania. Those are the 2 countries that I feel like they might make the cut from the African region. Let's see what happens in the finals. But to my own personal observations, I felt like Nigeria and Tanzania are the sure countries from the African region. But for what he mentions, Cameroon, Ghana, Ivory Coast, and probably Angola. Who knows? Other continents like Asia, Europe, and Americas. I would say that for the Americas, we have for this year's pageant, I don't think we have strong candidates from that country, from that area this year that I felt like okay, they really stood out. I would say that looking at the American region, Peru is very strong as well. Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Curacao from the Caribbeans. Who else again? There are so many of them, but I would say that India from the Asia region is another strong candidate. India, Philippines, Myanmar is very strong as well. Myanmar, of course, they usually win the fan vote, and I think that is it for me, because Myanmar is just too overhyped. To me, Myanmar is overhyped. But let's see how it goes, because of course I know definitely she's going to place, because she's going to win the fan vote, and I know that Mr. Nawat is all about the money and all. I feel like why Myanmar always places in Miss Grand is because of the money coming in from the country, because they put the whole country, it's the whole country that's voting. So that's why Myanmar actually gets the fan vote each year. Even Vietnam too, they usually get the fan vote. So Vietnam or Myanmar, definitely they might place. I don't know. That is my own standards from the Asia region. India, Philippines, Myanmar, Vietnam. Those are the countries that I think that they might place. I think France is another country that might place. I don't know, because I don't think that Nawat usually likes countries from the European region, because he felt like there's not much money coming from there. The same thing with Africa. Yes, that's what I'm saying when I talk about you guys, when I talk about voting and all. Because I feel like Nawat is looking at the countries that stand a higher chance of making more money. Countries that usually vote for their candidates. Okay, so I feel like Nawat is going for the countries that will give him the much money. Okay, so that is why I feel like European countries are not really make the cut, because Nawat doesn't look at Europe as a country, as a continent that there's no much market there. Okay, so he might not really crown a European candidate this year. So let's see what India is a strong country that might win this particular pageant, because she has been strong from the beginning and she has a lot of fans. But you guys know that Miss Grant is a very unpredictable pageant. Like seriously, guys, I can't even sit here and tell you guys that I know who's going to win this competition. I'm not sure. So these countries I'm calling, they might not even place. They might not win the competition. They might place, but they might not win. They might not be called to the top 5. So Miss Grand is a very unpredictable competition because the owner of Miss Grand tends to look at countries that will make him more money. He looks at countries that are marketable. Okay, so it's a very dicey one. I cannot tell you guys that I can predict who's going to win, but I'm just telling you guys the standouts, okay, from each of the continents. You guys know I'm particular about Africa. Like I said before, now I'm looking at Nigeria, Tanzania, and possibly Ghana or Ivory Coast or South Africa. I'm not sure, but let's see how it goes. Looking at Rosin performance, Rosin is definitely going to place in the top 20 because, of course, Nigeria made the top 20 in the national costume, which, of course, from the judges' angle. Yes, from judges' angle, Nigeria made the top 20 in the national costume. So far so good. Rosin has been, making an impression in Thailand. I feel like Rosin will make the top 20. But for the top 10, can she break the course? Can Rosin break the course? Can she actually advance to the top 10? It's dicey, guys. Like, it's dicey. For me, I can categorically tell you guys that Nigeria will make the top 20. But for the top 10, at this point, I cannot tell you guys that I'm sure. But anything can happen. Rosin can definitely break the course for Nigeria because in the last 3 years, Nigeria has been placing in the top 20, but we are yet to get that top 10 placement. So, will I say that Rosin will make the cut? Yes, definitely she will make the cut. But can she break the course to the top 10? I'm not sure. But if Nawat looks at Nigeria as a country that is marketable, definitely she'll make the top 10. At this point, I don't see Nigeria as a possible market for Nawat because when I talk about voting here, you guys think I'm joking. Nobody actually voted for Rosin in the normal popular fan vote and all. Nigeria did not gather that much vote because if you watch the popular fan vote and all, Nigeria is not amongst the countries there. So Nawat might not look at Nigeria as a market where he's going to expand, So he might just, leave us in the top 20 as usual. That is my own take, Sha, in this whole thing. Anyways, yeah, that is all I think about this whole Miss Grand International 2024 competition. You guys, if you have a contrary opinion to what I just said, please comment down below, okay? And I will see you all in my next video. Yeah, good luck to Nigeria, good luck to the African countries, good luck to the other girls. Let's see what happens in the finals. And like I said, we might get a shocker that day. So that's why I cannot tell you guys that I want to predict and tell you guys that I have crown alerts. I don't have crown alerts for this competition. Okay, so let's see what happens on the finals. And good luck to Rosin. And let's see what happens. And let's hope that she breaks the course to the top 10. But I keep my fingers crossed. Okay. So guys, I'll see you all in my next video coming up very soon. Bye.